Hello, beautiful souls. All right, happy new moon. Yes, here we go. We are at the very end of February, about to start March. And I don't know about you, but for the last several years, March has been an action-packed time of year, astrologically, energetically, all of it. And spring is springing. We have the sun out here, which is amazing because it's been dark and dreary for a while and raining and snowing and icy. But today it is beautiful. So anyway, new moon that feels also kind of like a releasing moon as we kick off March, and that is the beginning of eclipse season. So be thinking, what is it in your life that you are being asked to let go of right now? You might be noticing different programming, maybe surrounding things that you used to want, like materialistic kind of things. Maybe, many of us were programmed to want the house and the car and the kids and the this and then that. And maybe right now you're noticing that even though you have made those things or a couple of those things or one of those things happen in your life, that you're like, why? Why did I do that? Well, it's programming. And we are having this huge push right now to notice our programming. And so what's so cool about that is then you get to choose what you actually want to empower, give your power, right? Instead of trying so hard to be overwhelmed to make all of the things happen. You don't have to. You could totally and 100% change the direction of your life at any time. On my journey, one of the first things I learned is that, yeah, we can change our mind. I don't know, it was weird. And I was with people in my life at the time where, I'd make up my mind and I'd say I was doing something and it was never okay for me to change my mind. But I've learned that yes, it is. As different things in our lives and our knowing even change and different things in energy. And if we start to notice timelines, all of these things are moving. And so we might say, yeah, I really want to do that. But then maybe later on, it no longer feels like that. And we are being led internally to not do that. Especially when it comes to people, coming into our lives and, it feels so aligned. Yeah, this is super cool. This person seems amazing. Like a great friend, and look at this, we have so much in common. And then it's funny. If it just pay attention. If it is divinely orchestrated, there will not be a rush to any of it. And what I've been noticing is that there are people rushing these types of connections. And that is a red flag that it is not actually a connection that you want to pursue. It's more likely, a test. A test. So notice the tests that are coming up right now, because with this new moon, we are setting intentions like we usually do around new moon time of what do we want more of in our life, or what is it in our life that we want to change. And so, yeah, I wrote some things down earlier, and it was like a very simple 3 to 5 word intention. And so as things get really, crazy and overwhelming at times with all of the energies going on, we can remind ourselves of our intention. It is my intention to be receptive to love and abundance as it, manifests in my life. So I don't know, whatever. It could be anything that you want for you. Like maybe you need a car, maybe you need more money. You can manifest these tangible things. But just get really serious. Sit with it. Play with it. So you have the seriousness, you have the play with it, and then imagine it being real. Sit with that feeling of it and bring it in. Bring it in that way and notice any self-doubt. Notice any insecurity. Notice any weird voice in your head that's not bringing you closer to more self-awareness, right? Because what's weird is that, like for me, I have had a whole bunch of different awarenesses happen over the last week, and they have not all been easy, and that's okay, because my goal is more self-awareness. I want to know what makes me tick. If I'm getting triggered by somebody or, by a situation or, say your computer is not working right, why are you getting so triggered? So dive into that. More self-awareness. Okay, that is how you highlight your programming. That is how you highlight all of these deeply seated beliefs into who you are. And what I know is that a lot of those beliefs in who I thought I was weren't true. That is not my truth. That is not even how I show up. That is like maybe something somebody said to me a long time ago when they were trying to be mean. Think about what if you carried all of those things all throughout your school days, elementary, middle school, high school, whatever school. Anytime anybody said anything mean to you, what if you carried those all with you as your own? That is what I'm talking about. Don't carry that with you. Especially the things that other people said, because they might have had their own reason for saying those things to you. And projection is a real thing, and I have been dealing with it like crazy all year. Like, I don't know. It is just wild. Like, I'll be talking to somebody, telling them about this thing that's happening in my life, and then they get upset. Well, whatever it is that I just was telling them about, they have this wounding around it and they're not looking at it. And that's not my fault. That's my fault. I didn't tell them about, I don't know, like winning a big prize or, all of these weird things. Or what if you get along great with your mom and you find yourself talking to people and they don't have a relationship with their mom and they are feeling sad about it. I'm not going to say, well, yeah, that was my mom on the phone. I'm not going to not say that. So notice that.